Hey everyone, welcome to our live chat. I'm Heather. I'm Director of Education here at Luminess. And guys, we are here each and every day for you so you can learn everything Luminess. Any questions that you have? I'm about to sneeze. Sorry. So any questions that you may have, we are here to answer those questions. So I say we because we do have some people online as well who have been long-term Luminess users, and maybe now they're even Luminess consultants. And so we are here for you guys. Anything and everything you need to know, we are going to help you with. So thank you, Dawn. I was like, oh, you know when you can feel it coming and you're like, is it going to happen? Hello, Trisha, or Trish, sorry. Let's see. I want to make sure. Okay. I just want to make sure. Sometimes I don't always see the comments, so I wanted to make sure that I can see them. So, all right. So on the 10 o'clock, we normally start with skincare. Then 11 o'clock, we start with makeup. And then 3 o'clock, we finish it. And so that's the plan. But I did already do my bamboo polish. Hey, Nay. I did my bamboo polish. I did my lip scrub. Now that my lips are healing from being burnt, so I can do that now. And then I have the brightening serum on, and then I also airbrushed, boosted, and a little bit of my foundation, and of course I've already done my brows. Hello, Shoni, how are you? Hey, Robin, good morning, good morning. And so that is what we're gonna do. What is your normal routine? What do you guys do in the morning? Let's talk. Let's have some coffee talk. What is your normal routine? So in the morning, you wake up and you wash your face. Tell me your morning routine. Morning, Dova. Anyone? Anyone? Woo! Dropping things. Wash face. Dova, do you use the bamboo polish? So what is your skincare? Tell me your skincare. Tell me what you normally do. Because I want to see, a lot of people ask, okay, what do I do for my skincare? What should I get? What are the first products that I should do? So I want to hear. Do my skincare. Moisturizer, okay. I'm now wiping off my face because I'm going to put on the AM serum. Bamboo. She uses the bamboo. Hello, Shoni. I like that. Beautiful day to be alive. Morning, Moozy. Hey, Donnie. Robin's morning routine is get up, take dogs out, and try to function. Amen, sister. Usually take a shower, put a mask on, wash my face, and then wash. Oh. So you do it, Shoni, you do a mask in the shower? That's kind of smart. And Nay does it when she gets in the shower. Okay. Coffee first. Yay! Muzette says, I love Restream. Oh, okay. So Dova does the mask two times a week. That's usually a good amount to do it. I would say, yeah, 2 to 3 times I think is good. I'm actually going to use the SPF 30 today. Do the mask in the shower. Hey, Linda, how are you? So I'm going to put on the SPF 30. Don't I look beautiful? Good morning, Rosemary. I like that. I like that. Oh, wait. Sheila says, finally, after playing for a year, I figured my perfect foundation combo. Still working on the concealer. Do you still make regular tube type? Nothing new. It's too thick. Any recommendations? Hey, Sheila. So yeah, we don't make the skinny one anymore. We do just the our new one, the new concealer. And if we kind of talked about that yesterday. Okay, hold on. Musette makeup or no moisturizer now will. Later you did. Oh, with the moisturizer. Oh, Mike went back to work. Thank you, Robin. Robin said she loved my nails. And so sad story is I have to get them taken off today. And I'm very upset about this. So I'm having an allergic reaction. I guess my hands are super sensitive. And I don't know if you can tell, but like they are on this one. You can't wait. On this one, you can't see how that's all. It like is all dry and they feel like they're on fire is the easiest way to put it. They were itching so bad I had to use a comb to scratch my hands. But I have to get them taken off because I thought because it's dipping, I thought it would be better because it's not the chemicals. But my hands don't like them. And I'm very sad. I'm very upset. So anyway, but thank you. Dawn says most of her skincare is done at night before bed, and then SPF in the morning. I've never. Rosemary, girl, you have to use sunscreen. The contour sunscreen or the SPF 30 that we have is amazing because number one, it's a moisturizer / sunscreen, moisturizer / SPF moisturizer. And so if you're airbrushing, you actually can put it on and then it's not, you know how some sunscreens like melts your face, like it just drip. This is a moisturizer. And so it's not going to, your makeup's not going to slide off when if you do get glistening, it's not going to mess up the makeup. So I really do love this moisturizer. Oh, Musette, you can't wear nails either? It makes me so. I wore them for the longest time, and I don't know, my hands. My mom had this issue too, but it's like everything starts drying up, and they hurt. And like if I put my hand in my purse, and like let's say a business card hits me right there, it'll bleed. Like it's horrible. But you need that protection. You have to have that protection, regardless of summer, winter, spring. I mean, you do want that protection. So make sure you are definitely using a sunscreen / moisturizer. SPF 30 is amazing. And the fact it's a moisturizer. So hold on. I'm reading everybody's. Thank you, Robin. I think this is my new style. I kind of got the back thing wasn't working anymore, so I appreciate that. Yeah, so you definitely want to wear. You just want something to protect your face. And even if you wanted more moisturizer, like I can use the SPF 30, and then I'm obsessed with the Kinetic Brightening Serum, and so I can put that on first, the Kinetic Brightening Serum, and then I put the SPF 30 on, and then I can airbrush over that. So that is definitely things that you can do. Now, let's go back to the concealers. One day when I was doing the concealers, I actually tried to mix a moisturizer in there, and it really didn't work. And so if you're wanting a a thinner concealer, I would try maybe the CC concealers, the spray-on concealers, or even our color correctors. Those are amazing. So if you're covering dark spots, under eye circles, things like that, use the peach color corrector. And then if you're using, if you need it just for imperfections, you can still use the peach. But then our concealers, also the airbrush concealers, come in different shades as well. Hello, Elba. Hello, Angela. Rosemary. All right, there we go. All right, so now I have the SPF 30, and I can still feel it on my skin. And you saw I put very little on, so I just like put the dots, rub it in. Another fun way to put on your moisturizer, and they'll do this when you go into like get a facial or something. I feel like there's a hair right here. Okay. You can put it on with a brush. Sometimes I like it. Of course, I don't have one here. Even a brush like this would work because you can kind of just butt that on. It's kind of nice. It goes to a little spa treatment, or like a foundation brush. You can, this is a concealer brush, one that's a little bit thicker. Obviously we airbrush, so we don't have any foundation brushes. So you can also put it on that way as well. I wouldn't put it on with a sponge or anything like that because of the fact that will just soak into the sponge and you're not going to put anything on. How do you keep concealer from accentuating crow's feet and fine lines? So Sheila, she's asking, how do you keep concealer from accentuating crow's feet and fine lines? So one thing I do, our concealer, if we're utilizing these, and I'm going to speak to both because yesterday I used a drugstore concealer that was a little thinner, and how you have to look at the movement time. So our concealers are amazing because doesn't allow a lot of movement, but once it dries, it stays put. And so one thing that I do is I'll put the area that I need it on, and then I work in that area, and then I put it on here and work in that area. So I take my time with it. I don't put it all over wherever I need it and then start blending it in. I find that it dries too fast. So I'll put it on my eyes in a minute, but I'll put it here, blend that in, put it here, blend that in. Now, with ours, you can use, hold on, let me get it out. You can use like a sponge and just and start working it in. Another way is I have at home, I have a longer, like fluffy brush. It's similar to this one, but a little bit bigger, and I'll blend it in that way. And then that's how I feel you can move it around. Now, one thing I learned from Sir John is using your body heat. You can use your hand. So if you need to move it in, just tap it. I'm not going to rub it. I'm not going to pull on. I'm not pulling on underneath my eye, but I can just go in and tap it out. So that's, some ways that I would try. It just depends on which one you're using. Yesterday when I used a thinner one, you have a little more freedom and blend. Now, the one thing, if you use a cream, a liquid, or whatever, you need to set it with powder and not a lot. So if you take our translucent powder, and the way I set it, well, let's do it real quick. I'll do it with ours. Oh, Linda's like Velvet Veil. Yes, Velvet Veil is amazing and it will help. But if you're using our concealers, it doesn't allow a lot of movement. And that's what we did yesterday is I put Velvet Veil on my face, and then I used the thinner concealer to help. Like I could use that over the Velvet Veil. I feel like I'm talking like I'm not making sense. This concealer doesn't allow a lot of movement with Velvet Veil. If you use a thinner concealer, a lighter concealer, because this is full coverage. If you use something lighter, then it is able to blend. Okay, does that make sense? I'll show you again. Yes, the moisturizer, it is a primer. It's a moisturizer primer, SPF. So if you use the SPF 30, you really don't need anything else. You can just airbrush on top of that, unless you're using Velvet Veil. I feel like there is a hair and it is driving me crazy. Maybe because it's not greasy. Yep, it seems to make matte. Yes, the SPF does. Okay, I have to find this hair. I don't know where it is, but it was gonna drive me crazy. Okay. Muzette on YouTube said you lose a lot of product with a sponge. It does soak it up for sure. Body heat works, yes. Linda, what can you use what after concealer? Okay, good. I don't know why I feel like I'm not making sense today. Linda, what are you talking about? Can you use it after concealer? Velvet Veil? So here, I'm putting on this concealer. And then I'm going to move it. Now, to get in this corner, I can even use my hand. I want to use my ring finger, but it is hurting because of my hands. So I'm having to use another finger. But always use your middle finger, your ring finger when dealing with anything around your eyes because it is your weakest finger. Now, also, guys, notice I'm not pulling. I'm just patting. And even when I use my finger, same thing. Because, guys, think about this. If you pull and pull and pull, and this here is almost transparent. So the skin here. So you want to be very gentle. But if you keep pulling and pulling and pulling, it's going to create that wrinkle and crinkle, which is not something we want to do. Can you use it after concealer? Velvet Veil? No, Linda, it doesn't. Velvet Veil is like that creamy, but it dries clear. And if you put, like if I did concealer here and then put Velvet Veil, it would move it. It would kind of wipe it off. Do you ever see it? No. I put it on with my hands. And rub it in. Gentle on the eye area at all times. Yeah, you have to be very gentle. Okay, now I have the concealer on, and I'm going to put my brush, this is my powder brush, into the compact, and you saw that much, and then I go, and I hit the extra off, and then I just lightly dust my powder, and that sets it. You do not need a lot. So if you're worried about it settling into wrinkles and crinkles, don't, because you're not using that much. I'm not baking. I'm not doing all that. I'm just setting it. Okay. Now I am going to use, let's put on Velvet Veil real quick. Now I don't use the stopper. I just do it like this. I can put it under my eyes. Oh. And when it goes on, it really, like when you're first putting it on, it glides. Like it's real easy to put on. So you can glide right underneath the eye. Hold on, Dawn, let me see what you wrote. Something about a pool day. Although I'm having a pool day, I was using the SPF, the spray on SPF for body. It was, oh yeah. When you get to SPS, it's kind of difficult, like because they're I mean, there's a lot of testing that goes on. So it's not something that can happen like super overnight. All right, so my Velvet Veil Wonder is on. And now I am going to use the lighter concealer to show you that it does allow some movement underneath there. This is just a store-bought one. But I'm not going to let you see what it is. So I'm going to let you see the Lion King. All right, ready? Okay. Did I trick all of you? Okay, so it went on super easy. And then now I can use a sponge, I can use a brush, I can use whatever to blend that out. So last time we did, what did I mixed the, an SPF, no, I mixed the moisturizer with our concealer. And because our concealer is like, has that state now, hey, now it's not working. Okay, maybe I didn't put enough on it. It is not working this time. Or maybe it's because let me see if I can move it. It is not allowing a lot of movement. I did put more on than I did last time. So maybe this won't work. Nope, it's separating. So do not do this. So let me take this off. So yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but it didn't work. See how it doesn't allow any movement? You can tell it's like even trying to blend it, it's not working. I did a lot less yesterday, so maybe that had something to do with it. So let's do that again. I mean, you guys know I'm like, I eat, breathe, and sleep Luminess, but I always like to try new products and see different things to see what works with our products, what doesn't work. I mean, because I know you guys like to see other products too. That's exactly what happened. Sheila, that's exactly what happened. So yeah, it doesn't allow. That's so weird that I think it was because I did more than what I did yesterday. Because I thought, oh, it worked. But I put on a lot more today. So let me go back. I'm not taking it off my lid. Oh yeah, it will take off the Velvet Veil. I'm going to have to put more Velvet Veil on. Now I'm just drying it. So now, back to my Velvet Veil. Hello, Brandy. Hello, Brandy and Tiffany. How are you? All right. So now I'm going back in with the Velvet Veil because, of course, I took it off. And this is me drying it, by the way. Another. Hey, you're my favorite person too. Everybody's my favorite person. All right. Thank you, Rosemary. I'm taking the stylus actually, and I'm drying it. Other uses for your airbrush stylus: to dry Velvet Veil on your face, to cool down when you're hot. Why are bathrooms so hot? That's what I don't understand. Bathrooms are so stinking hot. Like, I can't even handle it. Oh, thank you, Rosemary. All right, so the velvet veil is dry. Once it dries, it's like, it feels like velvet, but it's going to blur everything. Now, you see these imperfections here and here. So now I'm going to go in with the peach color corrector, because now we know the traditional makeup does not work very well with velvet veil. So now, Sean uses it to cool down too. Yeah, it never fails. I'm like, why am I so hot? Spraying it down my robe. Now I'm going to put about 3 drops of the peach color corrector. I did about 4. We're just going. Turn my system on. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to cover, like, I'm going to cover this bad boy. I'm going to put it under my eyes. Even though the velvet veil filtered my face, gave me that little filter, I'm going to spray it around here, and I'm starting my coverage, okay? I'm just starting the coverage. So I already have concealer on my lid. Our concealer is great because it's going to act as a, like a primer for eye makeup. And now, Heather Harper, I see you. And I can go underneath here, and I keep going, okay? I never, even though I'm not applying it everywhere on my face, I still keep moving. So I sprayed here, blend it down, spray here. Rose, how do I unlock the stylus? Maybe unblock? I don't know what unlock means. Oh, is that what? Nay, I learned something new today. She said because you use waterproof insulation in bathrooms and they don't allow a room to breathe. Yeah, that's, I don't know what unlock means. Now I can also use the concealer, or the color corrector to really hit these little problem areas. Now, if I spray too much, tap it away. Unclog. Okay. I was like, I don't know what that means. So we did one on the stylus last week, I believe. And so, good morning, Dodie. How are you? So one thing you want to make sure that you are doing is rinsing this with water every single use. You don't have to do it between colors, but you do want to do it after every single use. The other thing is you want to make sure maybe every other time or every 3 times, run some Tip Top cleaner through it. That's another way of unclogging it. If it's still clogged, then you'll want to maybe soak it in hot water. That will help break up the makeup that is clogging it, because our makeup is water and mineral based. It's going to help, the water will help release some of that, the warm water. Now, after that, then you want to clean the needle, clean here as well, by pulling back on the needle first. So look, there are videos on how to clean your stylus. So make sure to watch those, because you don't want to bend the needle. So you do want to make sure you're doing it correctly. Maybe once a week we'll need to do one on stylus cleaning, just so people see that. I mean, I think that might be a question that comes up a lot. All right, so I'm just finishing that up. Now notice I just kept my coverage right here. So that little dot there is almost gone, getting, disappearing slowly. I don't have to cover it 100% because I can, but I know that I'm going to get more coverage with my foundation. I haven't even done foundation. This is just the peach color corrector. And so that's all I have on. And so I know that I'm going to do foundation after this. And so that's going to give me more coverage. And so know that going in, that one product does not have to cover it 100%. Now, if you do get it covered, yay. but just know that you are going to get more and more coverage on every single product, okay? So I know I can make 3 or 4 passes with my foundation, and then everything's going to be covered. All right? All right. There you go. That's what we're going to stop with right now. I'll continue at the 11 o'clock. We will do the foundation. I might save eyes to last, but I'll probably do foundation and contouring, and then we'll do eyes last because I'll show you how you can do your eyes and not mess up the makeup underneath. All right? All right, guys. I will see you later. Hope you have a marvelous Tuesday. I hope you can come back and be with us at 11 to kind of the medium look. We'll finish the foundation, do some contouring, highlighting, and then we'll have eyes at the 3 o'clock. All right. See you guys later, and we'll talk soon. All right. Bye for now.